If you've been interested in starting an Amazon business, it's likely you've seen amazing results online, like some of our users, which you'll see on the screen. But how do sellers actually find profitable items to generate these sort of sales? This is the golden question we always get asked and what we're going to be breaking down in today's video. So if you want a step-by-step blueprint on how you can generate more FBA sales and find profitable FBA deals, make sure to stick around. So not only are we going to be showing you tips and tricks, we're also going to be showing you actual live FBA deals, and we'll be saving the best one until last, so sorry about that, but let's get into the video and talk about the key steps you need to take. So the first thing you need to do is setting your budget. It's very important to have a clear budget when starting. You don't want to overspend, you don't want to underspend. You need to be really on track with your finances, and having a clear budget will help you make informed decisions when it comes to buying deals, what you should be buying, how much quantity you should be buying, and so on. But next up, you need to set your criteria for your Amazon deals, and we'll be going more into this later on in the video about the criteria you need to be looking at. But you need to decide on things like the minimum return on investment you want, or the number of sales an item must have. How much competition can you have on a listing? And these are all things worth deciding before you actually start, and making sure you stick to it so you don't make bad FBA purchases. Now, once you've done this, you can actually start scanning products and looking for FBA deals. Now, next up in this video, we'll be talking all about where you can actually find profitable deals. So we'll have a lot more information very shortly. Now, the step after actually finding your deals is analyzing them. And this ties in with your criteria. So not every product you find is going to be a good deal. In fact, most of them won't be very good. It's not as simple as you buy it for less and you sell it for more. There is lots of data you need to look into. So it's very important that you analyze your FBA deals before you do actually purchase them. And this leads me on to my next point about checking restrictions. The main one is that you're going to be gated on a lot of products, so you can't even sell them. If you don't know what being gated means, it means you have to get approval from Amazon in order to sell them, typically in the brand. Now, how do you do this? You have to buy an item from a wholesaler for 10 units, send it into Amazon, and then you'll get ungated, and then you can sell any product in that brand. Now, we know it's probably getting a little bit complex, and realistically there is a lot of parts to Amazon. But once you've done these steps, you can look at actually purchasing your products. And as long as you've analysed your deals correctly, you shouldn't have too many issues. You do need to have great management on the products you're buying. Keep spreadsheets for how much everything's costing you. Keep a track of where you're actually buying them from if you need to purchase them again. So organisation is absolutely key. So when you've bought your products, you now need to list them on Amazon. So you're going to add them into your inventory and you need to send them into Amazon's warehouse. Now, once they're in Amazon's warehouse, there isn't too much more to do. Amazon are going to store them, they're going to advertise them, they're going to sell them for you, they're going to send them out to your customer, deal with all the customer service. Your only real job is managing your inventory, replenishing stock, look at repricing items because you want to be winning that buy box, and then you just need to focus on optimizing your business. So there are your main steps in order to be successful on Amazon. But what are the actual keys of finding your FBA deals? So we're going to be talking about some actual strategies you can use in order to find FBA deals, and we'll be specifically focusing on arbitrage. So arbitrage is where you buy from other retailers. So this might be Argos in the UK, or it might be Walmart if you're in the US. And this is a great method for starting because you don't need huge sums of money to get started. You can buy really small quantities of units to start, and you can just learn the processes very slowly. So there's three main strategies I recommend when starting, and the first one is using clearance and sales. And this is probably the most obvious one, but clearances or discounts are music to the ears of FBA sellers. As depending on the types of offer, it could be nationwide, it could be multiple stores, and often you can buy products for a really good price. When you've got things like 3 for 2 offers or buy one get one free, so you're basically getting at half price. And you'd probably be surprised just how often retailers run offer like this. And this is why it's so important to be proactive with your Amazon FBA. Now, just while we're on the subject of discount codes, we did just want to let you know about a Profitl discount code which can save you some money on your subscription. We'll make it pop up just here. That's going to save you either 5% on yearly plans, and yearly plans already have over 50% off, or 20% on monthly plans. So make sure to take that down if you do want to save some money on your Profitl subscription and start your Amazon FBA journey. Now, as I mentioned before, we are going to be showing you some live deals later on in this video, but just quickly to let you know some of the best websites which often run deals you can use to source profitable deals. In the UK, we've got Boots, Tesco's and Home Bargains, all great websites. And in the US, we've got Vitacost, Target and Walmart. So this strategy is one of the most foolproof ways of finding profitable FBA deals, but there is a lot of work involved. So what if I was to tell you there's a much easier way of doing this? Well, my next strategy shows you a way, and that is using software. So of course, software is very powerful and it can do a lot more work than a person can do. And there are a number of different softwares out there which can help you find your FBA deals. And these are specifically called deal finding softwares. Here at Profitl, we have our very own DealFinder. And on DealFinder, what we do is we scrape all of the largest retailers in the UK and the US, looking for a low price on the source website versus a higher price on Amazon. So typically you'd have to trawl through all your different websites, comparing the price on the retailer versus Amazon. And as you can imagine, this takes a lot of time and it is very, very boring. So on the screen here, you'll see the actual DealFinder platform. So I'm on the UK one here, but there was 3,000 products in this last update, and that gets updated twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. And what this means is it can just save you a huge amount of time when it comes to sourcing deals, and it can also teach you so many different websites as well, which you may have never heard of. Now, of course, we do like to be transparent. Not all these deals are going to be good deals. All it's looking at is the price. It doesn't look at any data at all. So just because you can buy it for less than it's selling for on Amazon, that doesn't mean it's a good deal. It might not be selling. There may be 100 other sellers on the listing, but this method can be a brilliant one, especially if you are new to Amazon FBA. Now, our third and final strategy, and a brilliant strategy, is reverse sourcing. So you're probably not too clued up on what this means. Probably gives it away in the name. You find a product on Amazon first, and then you find somewhere to buy it after. When it comes to reverse sourcing, typically what we mean is we check our competitors' inventory and we try and find where they're buying items from. So we'll go on an Amazon store for a good FBA seller. We'll look through the items which they'll sell in and we'll try and find where they're buying from. So this is a great way of sourcing because obviously they've done a lot of the hard work already. Some people would say this is a little bit unethical, but people will be doing it to you, so there's no reason you shouldn't be doing it back. So that's 3 great sourcing methods you can use to find profitable FBA deals. Now let's get into some actual live FBA deals so you can see the basics of sourcing your product for Amazon FBA. So these deals are all going to be UK deals, but it works the same whether you're in the US, Canada, India, France, Germany. So this one we've got is on Playmobil, and it's this toy which we can buy for £4.49. Now let's head over to Amazon, where we can see it selling for £14.29, so it's over triple the price. So that's a really good sign straight away. Now I'll just quickly run you through the data on the Profitl Chrome extension. The Profitl Chrome extension helps us analyze this product. So we can see it's selling up to 28 units a month, so not a crazy seller. We'll come have a look at our competition. So there's 3 FBA sellers on this listing, and between them they've only got 6 in stock. So not too much stock at all, which means we've got a really good chance of getting on the buy box. But what we really liked was the actual profit. So 99% return on investment, £4.62 profit per unit. This is an absolute brilliant return on investment and profit. Now, of course, there's no guarantees we're going to get this profit. There's a very high chance the prices may drop, but if we have higher profit now, the item's selling for more, that's only a good sign because it gives us a lot more wiggle room. Now, in order to minimize our risk of prices dropping, we always check the price graphs. So you can come just down here, go load price graph, and you can have a look at this item over the last year. So we can use this price graph to have a look at all the average data. So we can see buy box here was £12.90, or we could come down here and have a look at the last average price over the last year. So we can see the average buy box price over the last 365 days is actually £11.28. So the price is slightly higher than usual. So if we put £11.28 here, still 48% return on investment, £2.07 profit per unit, but just something to bear in mind and something you really need to look at in detail when analysing your FBA deals. Now the next product we've got is a sale item, and of course one of our first strategies was looking at sale items. So this is on the website The Entertainer, and we can buy this for £6.66, typically it's £20, so it's really nicely discounted. Now we'll head over to Amazon, we can see it selling for £16.99. So running through the data quickly on Profitl, listing sales 8 to 15 times a month, profit £4.53, return on investment 66%, so not a bad profit. There is 9 FBA sellers, so a little bit more than we do usually like. But these are all the things you need to be looking at before you decide on buying any FBA deal. So those are the steps you need to be taking when looking to find profitable FBA deals. Now finding FBA deals is really hard, especially if you are new. We consider finding deals a skill, and as with any skill, it takes practice, it takes persistence, it takes a lot of work. The key is just not giving up, and as long as you do that, you can have great success selling on Amazon. But that's all for today's video. We hope you found it interesting. You'll find all of our important links in the description, so if you want to follow our social media, if you want to sign up to Profitl, you'll find it all down below. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.